I fear that he may have become corrupted, particularly the app TikTok that I hear from other women in my church is propagating homosexual lifestyle. Yes, that's true. It is.
No way. There is absolutely no way these people actually believe that TikTok makes you gay. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the partner in crime of Ruby Franke, the mum of the 8 passengers, who is now officially, along with Jodie Hildebrant, who you saw from that clip there, has six, not to say 666, because they'd hate that, 6 counts of child abuse allegedly against them. That is crazy. 6, man. These people run a business where they give advice to people about parenting. And some of the videos we're going to see today will blow your mind. Jodie Hildebrant is one of the most crazy people I've seen. I've done so many videos on the 8 Passengers family over the last few days. If you guys have subscribed because you've come for those videos, I greatly appreciate it. We're about to hit 350,000 subscribers as of posting this video. Thank you so much for all the support over the last week. I've really appreciated it, even though this situation is less than enjoyable to look at. If you want to keep up to date with everything and see more stuff about other crazy influencers, and if you're subscribed to the channel, you won't miss a thing. So thank you, everybody, and it does mean a lot. I appreciate the support. But we're going to look at some crazy videos today that are going to absolutely just change your life. These people are insane, and I feel for anybody who has grown up in an environment like this. The Mormon YouTube scene seems to be absolutely bloody mental.
Okay, I fear that he may have become corrupted, particularly the app TikTok that I hear from other women in my church is propagating homosexual lifestyle. Yes, that's true. It is. I hold myself partly to blame for this, as I allowed him free access to his smartphone since age 15. Oh, Mom. So you said I feel partly to blame. This isn't about blame. Blame's not going to help you. You are culpable. You are responsible. You put into that boy's hands something very dangerous, much more dangerous than a weapon, much more dangerous than a gun. You know, people say, well, guns kill. Well, cell phones will kill you spiritually.
Cell phones will kill you spiritually. You've heard it here first, guys. Shoot a bunch of people up. That's pretty bad. But you know what's worse than that?
Being gay!
Being gay is worse than killing somebody with a gun, according to this lunatic. I just love the kind of craziness that religious people go through to justify their hate. You could just say that you don't really like it. It wouldn't be acceptable. But you don't have to say it's worse than killing people. You know, what do you? Oh, you're going to go to hell. I'm pretty sure you go to hell for murder anyway. Although, to be fair, a lot of religions start a lot of wars. So if that's the case, then, maybe we're all going to go to eternal damnation. And it's not necessarily TikTok's fault. Do these people generally believe that an app that was made, Musically, it's been around for probably a decade. TikTok really is, but it's peaked for 5-6 years now. Maybe that's an overestimation. They're really saying that they believe that the app TikTok is responsible for making their children gay. They can't admit the fact that people have been gay for centuries now. They have to blame it on their mobile phone. The thing is, if you've got access to a mobile phone, you can access cis and gay sexual imagery. So why would it necessarily make you gay? I mean, I've seen people do theories, all of the popular stuff on TikTok is trending dances and makeup looks and stuff. And it's oh, yeah, that's what you're taking in. But the main thing about it is, who cares even if that was the case, right? That's the thing, right? Who actually cares if your kid did get easily influenced and started doing makeup? I don't. Who actually gives a fuck? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Whether they were influenced by it or not, fair enough. There are many more reasons to not let your kid have crazy internet access, and it's not potentially them finding out that they're gay. It's probably all of the predators online and people like you filling their head with absolute nonsense. The thing is, if you watch this, by the way, there's a high chance that Ruby believes the same thing. It's because you got to remember, these 2 people are partners in crime. These 2 are working directly together on this. This is their gospel. This is their truth that they are sharing with the world. So Ruby Franke, could you imagine being one of those kids in that family, one of the 8 passengers? Get me off this ride. That's what I'd be screaming. And if you look at this article here, Ruby Franke formally charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. And who knows what else they've been doing when you see videos like that these 2 have conjured up. for these poor children. Who knows what's going on? Frank was arrested last week after her son was discovered with open wounds and duct tape on his wrists and ankles. You know, but what about the mental abuse? What about like the scarring? What about the way that they treated them for stuff, you know? You know, they sent their kids to camps to kind of get them realigned. It's mental. Who knows what they've tried to fill their heads with? You know, Godspeed for those children. Actually, maybe God's not the person we should go to on this one. He seems to have taken Ruby and Jodie down a crazy whirlwind. And one of the things that's really disturbing is here's another video from Jodie that when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, these kids have probably have it like more worse than you could even imagine. And not just their kids, but the ones that aren't documented, the ones that aren't part of a famous YouTube channel, right? You got to remember there are more children involved in this than just the ones that we see. This video is insane. The one I'm about to show you is actually crazy. It made me feel like really like sad when I saw it because I was like, I know this is what they've been saying to those kids and other people, and it's upsetting. So look at this.
So the reality is that because you have been around someone who has behaved badly, it doesn't mean that you are traumatized for the rest of your life. You can choose to act and believe and feel traumatized. You can do that. I would encourage you not to do that. Every single person on the planet has uncomfortable, painful experiences. You put yourself in harm's way for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why. Tell that to like a war veteran. I saw a video on the internet like this week of a war veteran like out walking to the shops, and then like a loud bang went off and he like cowers behind the car and he's got his hands like shaped like he's holding a pistol. And the video is one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. And you're telling me what he chooses to react like that? He chooses to be a mental prisoner like that, and you don't know why he put himself through that. But one of the reasons why he did that is probably to protect the American people. That's kind of the line that everybody kind of is fed over there. So are you saying that you don't understand why he went there to save people like you, your sorry ass, to protect you in your country? Are you really going to be saying that people like that are like genuine PTSD? They're just willingly just subjecting themselves to horrific nightmares every single day. You are a sick individual and a real horrible piece of work. I could not imagine being related to you. You guys filled me in on the last video in the comment section below, and I really appreciate that. I have been reading all the comments. That Jodie actually has children who do not want anything to do with her. And oh my God, can you see why? Could you imagine being traumatized by your parent, for one, and then them telling you that you can't be traumatized by them? Because that's what I'm looking at right now. I can't possibly have abused those kids, because if they're saying that they're having a bad time, they've been abused by it, that's because they're choosing to subject themselves to my abuse. Why would you even put yourself through that? Oh, I think this woman is worse. Like, this is the woman who puppeteers Ruby, by the way. This is the woman who is actually behind all of this stuff. This is the woman who, you know, took a strict, attention-seeking, desperate to be loved family vlogger and got her to remove herself from her massive YouTube channel to start a company with them where they did this. Because if you've seen the videos, like, she just actually kind of semi-bullies Ruby. You know, she goes, you spoiled your kids. You were horrible to your kids. You should have done this for your kids. But by horrible, she morally means you didn't, like, make them more God-loving. They should love God more. Or fear him. I don't know. What's the method? And the thing is, they probably share kind of, like, a lot of the same thoughts, which is why there's this great video from their Facebook page here, which is just pure insanity. This is the most mental thing I've ever seen. This is posted by Mums of Truth with Jodie and Ruby, as you can see here, as I'm showing you on screen. So it's co-signed on their account. Let's see what they have to say.
And will be the truth all through eternity. We live in a world where there is a lot of evil going on, and people are being very confused about the philosophies of men, the philosophies of us as people that we've created. And one of those philosophies is homosexuality, gender confusion, not understanding, am I in the right body? All of those things are made up ideologies of man.
But religion is something that, like, came to people in their brain, which means that technically they made it up. I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm not saying it's not true. It might be. Who knows? Not me. But like everything is relatively man-made. When it comes to ideology, that's kind of how ideology works. We think about it and then we adopt it. So but you don't really like go walk down the street and like a snake goes, oh, you should do this, and you go, oh, thanks for the ideology, Mr. Snake. Although actually, if you read the Bible, that is kind of, he loves apples or some shit. Like, what is she chatting? Like, what is she actually chatting? What is she talking about? Well, she's mental. We knew this, Alex. She's insane. Why are you questioning it? We know she's just crazy at this point.
Gender is clear. You are born male or you're born female. And so this little girl is out in the world trying to maneuver the world and assess the world and figure out who is she. And the mom's confused, saying, what do I do? How do I help her turn her back towards truth?
I really appreciate it if Jodie looked at the camera in this video. Where are you looking? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing the whole video like this? Where are you looking, man? Can you stop? Look at me whilst you're blabbering to me, whilst you're spewing absolute bullshit. I want to know. I want to know what you're saying. I want to know why you're saying it to me. Why are you looking over here?
Well, the first thing that needs to happen, Mom, is that you need to really hone in around her confusion around her identity. She doesn't understand that she's a daughter of God. She may tell you in her head that she is, and she may say, yes, I'm a girl. But she's saying, yeah, but I might be attracted. Well, attraction is a choice too.
There we go. Attraction is a choice. So you're saying, Jodie, that you force yourself to like men. That makes it seem like you're a bit closeted. See, for me, it's not a choice. I'm attracted to men and women. They're going to burn me at the stake for saying that. And the thing about that is that I don't have to sit here and go, oh, it's a choice or it's not, because I'm like, yeah, that's just how I feel. So fair enough. Whereas when you come out and go, you like have to make yourself like men, it's a choice, that's because you're gay. You're self-reporting. Like, you're gay. You're admitting that you have to make yourself like men because your default choice is women, right? Surely that is what that means, because maybe your default choice is nothing, and then you're asexual. God, I wonder how she feels about that. She go berserk.
It is a choice.
Well, it is a choice. We just got that little bit on the end there just to really double down. Thank you, Jodie Hildebrant, you absolute psycho. This woman is the definition of just pure mental. I don't really know how these two came to be. Probably the church. I've been getting a lot of comments about Utah. You guys have been filling me in about this place in America. Apparently, it's quite culty, big Mormon population, and a lot of people almost see it as a very strange place. I brought up one of my American friends the other day, and he just went, "Oh, Utah," and I think that's all I really needed to know about these people and where they come from. It seems like that ideology they've got is a bit like a disease, and it spreads. So if you are from Utah and you're watching these videos, I pray for you. That's what they'd want, to be honest. I've got another video here that we touched on in the video previously on this YouTube channel. And this one, it might be hard to watch. It's a hard view. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the most insane pieces of content I've ever seen ever. And the fact that this woman is, around children absolutely terrifies me. So I really hope that they lock her away for quite a while, because this one is going to blow your mind. But it's no surprise after the first video, really.
So if you don't want to have a baby, then do not use your agency to engage in sexual contact. Now, I know that nobody talks about that anymore. Like, nobody. I don't hear that from anyone, like abstinence. That used to be around when I was a kid, abstinence.
You've got children, Jodie. Your coworker has a YouTube channel called The 8 Bloody Passengers, because she had so many children that she grew to hate them all and abused them. Maybe if she'd have practiced this, we'd be in a better place for both of you. Maybe if you two weren't around any children, we'd be better off, That's the thing about this, right? They're sat here going, oh my God, you should have kids. Well, whilst they've got kids, whilst they abuse the kids. Make it make sense.
But nobody says that anymore. Because everybody feels like they have a right to just do whatever they want. And then they have these consequences, these outcomes of STDs or pregnancy or here.
Where's that come from? That's not an outcome of like having sex with somebody, is it? Like, you don't go, oh, STD, fuck, I've been assaulted. That's not how it works. It's not like the lottery, is it? Like, maybe I have a kid, maybe something absolutely terrifying happens to me. What are you on about? Like, what are you chatting about? That is not something that just happened. Like, the whole thing about that act is that, you don't really have much choice in it. This woman is mental. She's just purely insane. She's completely off her rocker. And the fact that she was a licensed therapist makes me hate America more than I already do. But also just really makes me think, like, who is in charge? If these are the people who we can see, they're the surface level. They're like the rats floating to the top of the sewer. Who is down in the depths? Who are the people who are picking these people and giving them their therapy license? Is it that easy? Is it that easy? Maybe it is. Maybe there is absolutely no requirement for anything anymore, and you can just fucking hop on and just chat shit like this and just like ruin people's lives, and nobody really checks it out. Maybe this is just the state of Utah. Maybe Utah is like some weird religious utopia where you can just use religion to kind of like brute force your ideologies onto people that are absolutely insane and literally make no sense. Wow. Well, yeah, what a crazy video from this nut job.
And they don't want to take any responsibility for their participation in it.
There's no such thing as responsibility for your participation in being assaulted. That's not a thing. Sorry, I put that on my head because I was gonna snap it in half because this is making me mad. But I don't want to do that. I love my little mouse thing I rest my hands on so they don't ache whilst I'm making these lovely YouTube videos for you. This is great. This is a cheery start to my summer, isn't it? It's like 40 degrees outside. I'm sat in here looking at these people, wondering why we don't just euthanize everyone. We'd be better off.
When I say what I'm talking about is you engage in a sexual relationship and then you may say stop. And the person's like, I'm not stopping. I'm going to take what I want. I'm not talking about like someone attacks you.
Oh, for God. So if somebody attacks you, then you can cry about it. You can have your trauma. But if you cry about it for too long, then you're choosing to relive that event over and over again, you sucker. Just don't, as Jodie said. Those are Jodie's words, by the way, not mine. Before somebody fucking thinks that I'm saying that, Jesus Christ. I'm using her logic to show how insane she is. But then, I mean, I don't think it needs to be a brutal attack. Why does it have to be a brutal attack for it to be bad? Like, it's just bad. It's actually arguably just as traumatizing, if somebody who, you love and care about does it to you. I'd argue maybe in some cases for some people, like, that's just, completely heartbreaking. I mean, it's all bad is what I'm trying to say. Like, the fact that she's even comparing it, she's got me, like, weighing up the options. Like, oh, what's the worst type? What a crazy woman. What a crazy woman. This is the person who is behind the majority of this. This is the person who's really cycled this on. I have begun work on my really deep dive into all of this. It's a super long hour-and-a-half video essay, and it will be out probably within the next week on the ImAllexx YouTube channel, so not on this one. And it's going to kind of include everything on here, including a deep dive into the business that they run and everything along those lines, just so everything is in one place. And it's going to take a bit of time because obviously I want to make sure everything is perfect and right. I've been covering this day to day, but I want to kind of like make a video on it that really just kind of puts everything in one place. So thank you guys for the support. I'm waiting for that, and thank you guys for helping me. If there's anything you feel like I may have missed, please leave it in the comment sections below. If there's anything you think I should look into, please leave it in the comment sections below. I'll be trailing through absolutely everything I possibly can do, so I appreciate that. But once again, these people are mental. I don't really know what to say apart from just do away with the whole state. Just get rid of it. Oppenheimer that shit. Bye.